The Dream Fantasy City is now covering a 3 by 3 board with a sufficient amount of buildings for playing Builders Alive in Shadows. And it is shaking up to be exactly as I wanted it. So far, there is nearly 10 buildings done, and it's done in the same style as I described in the previous video. So all the buildings have lots of ledges with room for thieves to climb about. All roofs have been made so they're walkable as well. I've really tried to add a lot of life to the city, adding smoke to all the chimney stacks, adding lots of greens to all the buildings, plants, ivy, posters on all buildings as well. And that takes up a lot of space in the city. Some of the buildings have awnings, trying to find different signs to make various shops. There's also a bunch of 3D printed items that I've made. I've had a scaffold built with the noose. I've started building some scratch built pieces like this pigsty over here, made from coffee stirrers and a few Renadra plastic fencing. I've also made like a little shed like this one. This one is a bit too big, but that was a test of concept. I'm going to build a lot more of those, just only like a third of these. In thickness, just so a character can easily climb them, and I want to make them filled with firewood or hay bales so they can stand up next to a lot of the buildings. My Dungeons and Laces Woodhaven stuff arrived. That gave me some cool items for a marketplace. So far it's a nice little market with the items from that and a single mantic stand as well. I might scratch build some with coffee stirrers and fabric or PVA covered paper to make 3 or 4 marker stands more. There's a nice amount of scatter terrain pieces built as well. Wagons, crates, foodstuffs, and I have a ton of this from various terrain crate Kickstarters. The next part of the Dream Fantasy City is more specific buildings, some of them for scenarios in Guilders Alive in Shadows. I need to build my huge 2-foot high clock tower. I need to build city walls and a gate. I want to make a harbor at some point, a complete harbor front. But for that, I'm waiting for Blood and Plunder, Raise the Black Kickstarter. Well, I'll be getting 4 ships that I'll be using for the harbor front. The plan is still for this huge city to end up completely filling and crowded a 6 by 4 board, and that's pure dream project because for gaming, all the skirmish games I play are always played on a 3 by 3 board, and since I don't do RPGs, I really don't need a bigger city. I have the buildings, it's just about finding the time to adding all the details on the next ones.